Hello everyone, I'm Barry and I'm back. I'm back with another one. Thank you all who stuck around, and kind of checked in on me, Um, Nothing bad, is happening with me. It's just a lot of stress. A lot of actually good stress, new career, new ventures that I'm exploring in life. A lot of traveling and just new windows and opportunities are opening up, and also education is kicking my ass. So this is very, very busy. I apologize for not being able, to post as much content and keep you guys updated with what's going on with Cardano and just blockchain. Period. Bad on my fault for being an ambassador, but kind of got shit together now. So I have a lot more time now and a lot more. Basically, I have all my ducks in a row, to continue my production and be an ambassador as I should, and produce content and keep you guys updated. Let's jump right into it. How do I feel about what's going on in the crypto industry and what's going on in the world about this COVID stuff? I'll be honest. I think this pandemic, I guess you want to call it. Well, yeah, that's what it's labeled as now. Is shedding light on why blockchain and other alternatives to the current system that we are, living with is outdated. I mean, not blockchain, but why blockchain is needed in the current system that we're using is outdated. It's mainly because, man, like we can't scale. One, the population is growing. Two, there's more and more things happening to where like now networks are being bigger. Networks are growing bigger. People need things quicker, they want and need things quicker. More and more like fraud and scam and forgery is happening. It's just everything is pointing to why we need a better and a more put together, well put together system as far as like a financial system. And we're looking at this and we're seeing that the old way is just not working, the banks closed down and people who, had people, there were a lot of people that just had no access to their funds, if you bank with a big bank, I'm pretty sure you're okay. If you had funds, you were able to access them. They didn't send many or anybody home really other than like the tellers. But if you had a small bank, like a credit union or something, you were impacted probably quite heavily by this. Another thing is the fact that I think we're just going through a really, really hard reset on how we just do things in life. I just think that everything is, for the most part, the same, just done in a more efficient and different way. Like, we still ride horses, but now we just have the technology to ride 300 of them at once. We still, well, no, not still, with cryptocurrency and everything, we are now minting coins again. Like, as far as like the new alternative, how we move from just precious metals to something that's like, let's just talk about the progression of money, like real quick. Back then it was like precious metals. It was really hard to obtain them, and you had to wait such a long time, and it was hard to, weigh like a gram of gold, and it was whatever. So people was like, okay, let's mint coins, and that's what's happening with crypto now. People seeing Bitcoin's like, oh, digital gold, that's the precious metal, that's the really hard to, I guess, obtain, and very scarce, and people just like, oh, it's not an efficient way of doing things. It has its use case, it still has its value, just like gold, but we could probably move on to something a little bit quicker, better management, coins, tokens, where let's mint them. And that's what they're doing in crypto now. They're minting coins. So I think that we're just gonna go back to, like we're just gonna do everything. Like we're gonna go back to all traditional things, but just digitally. That's really it. That's how I feel. And I think coronavirus is actually spreading and shedding a great light for blockchain. And even though people are worrying about prices too much, like whatever, man, you're gonna die one day anyway, broke or rich. Who gives? Like, come on, man. Whatever. So I'm not really paying attention to price that much. Like, I really could care less about it. It's about the tech underneath it, because the tech fails, then who cares if the shit hits $100,000 or $1,000? It doesn't work. So, but yeah, like everyone's saying, oh no, all industries are fucked up right now. I'm like, no, honestly, actually, blockchain, like now this is more than ever where people are looking into more use cases and solutions with blockchain, because man, a lot of shit's failing. Also, I read an article recently. Damn, I wish I would have kept the source up. But due to the stimulus checks and the large, frequency of transactions being deposited in every American tax-paying citizen, bank account, or however they receive them, the system, that the network that is, running these transactions for the federal government and these major banks, it couldn't scale. So a lot of major banks were kicked off the network for a lot of time, and they lost a lot of transactions, like history of transactions. And a lot of people's cards were being declined, transactions were being rolled back. Just a lot of BS was going on because the network was down. COBOL is a really old, computer language. Barely, there's barely any developers around left, that are willing to work or that are still in the working force. And being that we have new technology and new programming languages and better platforms, I don't think anyone's gonna go back and say, oh, let me go learn COBOL so I can go work at this facility to manage this system for the IRS. Like no one's gonna do that, because dinosaurs gotta die someday, and I think this is it. 2020 is this is the information age. This is the beginning of it. Like I wouldn't like not literally, but like Ice Age is what killed the dinosaurs, right? So this is it. Information age is going to kill the dinosaurs, man. Like you can't get down with the new technology that's going to hit us. Basically the digital realm. I feel kind of sorry for you, But that's my whole take on cryptocurrency and the industry and where it's at right now as far as blockchain. I am keeping up with Cardano still. They're doing great and amazing things with this testnet. I'm participating in the testnet now, just because I didn't make videos or anything. Don't think I'm out here sleeping and I gave up on Cardano, the project. I still believe that Cardano is in the works to be one of the greatest cryptocurrency projects platforms out there. So Cardano, they're doing great with this testnet. I've been keeping up with a few other ambassadors and their content to kind of stay in the realm of what's happening in the environment. Doesn't look like, like I guess what we were promised, at the end of 2020, for everything to be completely finished. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting that either, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm more interested in the work, and I know work is being done. I know Charles and all the guys at IOHK and Emergo and other helping third-party entities are 100% in and geared into this. So they're doing work. It's showing. A lot of people troll and talk shit about Cardano, say we have nothing to show for it, but go back to 2017, man. I remember all I could do was send ADA back and forth from Daedalus, and that was very difficult because Daedalus was crashing all the time. So yeah, they came a long way. Just throwing it out there. That's all I really have though. This was like a short reintroduction or kind of like recap of what I think of the crypto industry and what's going on in blockchain right now. I honestly just kept quiet though for a specific reason, because I just wanted to see how everyone reacted to the volatile price fluctuations and the stagnant progression with a lot of products and other projects. I just want to see how the crypto community reacted. I've been watching, just go on Twitter, don't post nothing or anything, just scroll and look and watch. And I just want to throw this out there again, man. Just everyone that's panicking and don't know what's going to come out of this blockchain stuff. I want to let you know right now, blockchain's here to stay. It's here to stay. This is not me telling you it's an investment or not. Please do not misconstrue my words. But the technology of blockchain, it's here. It's not going anywhere. Just like the internet. Like all they have to do now is expand upon it. I remember when the internet was difficult just getting on the internet, and now you can get on the internet from one of these. Like look how long that took. But then again, look how short that took. And now with new technology and how fast things are moving, I think the implementation of blockchain and the growth of blockchain is going to exponentially like pick up very, very soon. So keep your faith, man. It's not over just because Apple hasn't picked up blockchain. It's just the technology is fairly new, and to be honest, I honestly think that a lot of people just really don't know or have no one really saw the fact that from the internet I will be sending money to my grandmother in Cape Town from Washington, United States, you know? So with that being said, it's like no one can really see 10 years from now like what's gonna happen with blockchain, but I'm more than convinced that you'll be able to soon, like, you know, like decentralized apps won't be hard to access, or, you know, they won't freeze on you, and, you know, things like that. Like it's going to be just how it is now, like with Instagram or whatever, but decentralized. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all who stayed, and thank you all who actually just joined today. You know, shout out to all my first time and frequent listeners and my last time listeners. You know, if this is your last video fucking with me, then that's fine. Cool. I'm here. You know, I'm back, and I'll be posting a lot more content for you guys. Stay tuned. It's going to be more content than just crypto talk on my channel now. You know, like I said, I have a lot more time, have a lot more funds to get different production equipment and fresh ideas. So thank you all for your time. Once again, I probably said that about 8 times. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want more videos or more content. You know, keep up with me. I'll have all my social media links in the description. I'm mostly active like on Twitter, so Twitter's like the best social media to get at me. YouTube is fine, you know, I do reply to my comments on YouTube. Instagram, I just made an Instagram probably like 2 weeks ago, so I'm not really active on that, but I will be active if you guys are active on it. So if you guys add me and follow me, I'll interact with you guys, follow back, you know, all that good stuff. You know, I'm not an asshole, I guess. But I'll see you guys next time, you know. Thank you.